Hello students, welcome to Sri Jayendra's Rank Zone classes. I am your friend and mentor for coming classes with respect to business mathematics and statistics. This is lecture number 2 of chapter number 19, unit 1, index numbers. In this lecture, we will summarize the whole lecture and then solve the questions of exercise of this chapter. Okay, so let's start with summary. An index number is a ratio or an average of ratios expressed as a percentage. Two or more time periods are involved, one of which is the base time period. An index number is a ratio or an average of ratios expressed as a percentage. Two or more time periods are involved, one of which is the base time period. Issue involved in the index numbers: A. Selection of data. B. Base period. Selection of weights. Use of averages. Choice of variable. Construction of index number. Price index numbers. A. Simple aggregative price index is equal to sigma Pn upon sigma P0 into 100. Lesch index. In this index, base year quantities are used as weights. Lesch index is equal to sigma Pn Qn upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Pasqui's index. In this index, current year quantities are used as weights. Pasqui's index is equal to sigma Pn Qn upon sigma P0 Qn into 100. The Marshall Ageworth index uses this method by taking the average of the base year and the current year. Marshall Ageworth index is equal to sigma Pn in the bracket Q0 plus Qn upon sigma P0 in the bracket Q0 plus Qn into 100. E. Fisher's ideal price index. This index is the geometric mean of Lesch and Pasqui's. Fisher's index is equal to under root of sigma Pn Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into sigma Pn Qn upon sigma P0 Qn into 100. Weighted average of relative method. Sigma Pn upon P0 into P0 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100 is equal to sigma Pn Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Chain index is equal to link relative of current year into chain index of the previous year upon 100. Quantity index numbers. Simple aggregate of quantities sigma Qn upon sigma Q0. The simple average of quantity relatives sigma Qn upon sigma Q0 upon n. Weighted aggregate quantity indices with base year weight is equal to sigma Qn P0 upon sigma Q0 P0. With current year weight, sigma Qn Pn upon sigma Q0 P0. Pasqui's index. Geometric mean of 1 and 2 is equal to under root of sigma Qn P0 upon sigma Q0 P0 into sigma Qn Pn upon sigma Q0 Pn. Fisher's ideal. Base year weighted average of quantity relatives. This is the formula sigma in the bracket Qn by Q0 P0 Q0 bracket complete upon sigma P0 Q0. Value indices Vn upon V0 is equal to sigma Pn Qn upon sigma P0 Q0. Deflated value is equal to current value upon price index of the current year. or current value multiply with base price P0 upon current price Pn, base price P0. Shifted price index is equal to original price index upon price index of the year on which it has to be shifted into 100. Test of adequacy, unit test, second time reversal test, third factor reversal test, fourth circular test. Now start with exercise. Choose the most appropriate option A, B, C or D. So question number 1. A series of numerical figures which show the relative position is called series of numerical figures which show the relative position is called option A index number, option B relative number, option C absolute number, option D none. Series of numerical figures or series of variables which show the relative position is called the index number. So option A is the right answer, index number. Question number 2. Index number for the base period is always taken as index number for the base period is always taken as option A 200, option B 50, option C 1, option D 100. So for the base period index number is 100, option D. Okay. Now question number 3. Dash play a very important part in the construction of index number. Option A weights, option B classes, option C estimations, option D none. So the answer is weights. Weights play a important part in the construction of index number. So option A is the right answer. Question number 4. Dash is particularly suitable for the construction of index number. A HM, B AM, C GM or D none. So here C, option C GM is particularly suitable for the construction of index numbers. Question number 5. Index numbers show dash changes rather than absolute amount of change. Index number show a relative, option A relative, option B percentage, option C both, option D none. So index numbers show percentage change rather than absolute amounts of change. So option B is the right answer. Here is C. So next question, question number 6. The dash makes index numbers time reversible. The dash makes index number time reversible. Option A AM, option B GM, option C HM, option D none. So the GM makes, option B, GM makes index number time reversible. Question number 7. Price relative is equal to. Price relative is equal to option A price in the given year into 100 upon price in the base year. Option B price in the year base year into 100 upon price in the given year. Option C price in the given year into 100. Option D price in the base year into 100. So the right answer is option A price in the given year into 100 upon price in the base year. So option A is the right answer, and for question number 6 B is the right answer. Okay. So Move to the question number 8. Index number is equal to. Index numbers is equal to option A, sum of price relatives, option B, average of the price relatives, option C, product of price relative, and D, none. So, the right answer is index number is equal to average of the price relative, option B. Option B is the right answer of question number 8. Question number 9. The dash of group index is given the general index. The dash of group index is given the general index. HM, GM, AM, none. So, the answer is AM. AM, the AM of group index is given the general index. Option C is the right answer of question number 9. Now question number 10. Circular test is one of the tests of. Option A, index number, option B, hypothesis, option C, both, and option D, none. Circular test is one of the tests of index numbers. Option A. So, right answer of question number 10 is option A. Question number 11. Dash is an extension of time reversal test. Option A, factor reversal test. Option B, circular test. Option C, both. Option D, none. So, dash is an extension of time reversal test. Circular test. Option B, circular test is an extension of time reversal test. Remember it. Circular test is an extension of time reversal test. Now move to the question number 12. Weighted GM of relative formula satisfy dash test. Weighted GM of relative formula satisfy dash test. Time reversal test, B, circular test, factor reversal test, and none. So here the right answer is time reversal test. Option A, time reversal test. Weighted GM of relative formula satisfy time reversal test. Question number 13. Factor reversal test is satisfied by. Option A, Fisher's ideal index. Option B, Lespiers index. Option C, Paskey's index. Option D, none. So, factor reversal test is satisfied by Fisher's ideal index. So, option A is the true answer. For question number 11, B is the right answer. For question number 12, A is the right answer. And question number 13, A is the right answer. Move to the next question. Question number 14. Lespiers formula does not satisfy first. Option A, factor reversal test. Option B, time reversal test. Option C, circular test. Option D, all of the above. So, Lespiers formula does not satisfy the factor reversal test, time reversal test, and circular test. All three tests. Okay. So, all of the above is the right answer. D. Question number 14. Answer is D. Now, question number 15. A ratio or an average of ratio expressed as a percentage is called. Ratio or an average ratio expressed as a percentage is called. Do you remember it? Can you tell me? Which answer is right? A ratio or an average of ratio. Ratio and average of ratio expressed as a percentage. Index number in terms of percentage. So, this is the index number. A ratio or an average of ratio expressed as a percentage is called an index number. Option C. Okay. Question number 16. The value at the base time period serves as the standard point of comparison. The value at the base time period serves the standard point of comparison. Option A false, option B true, option C both, and option D none. So here the right answer is option B, true. The value at the base time period serves as the standard point of comparison. So option B is the right answer. Question number 17. An index time series is a list of dash number for two or more period of time. An index time series is a list of option A index number, absolute number, relative number, and D none. So here an index time series is a list of index numbers for two or more period of time. Move to the question number 18. Index numbers are often constructed from the option A frequency, option B class, option C sample, and option D none. So here the answer is sample. Index number are often constructed from the sample. So option C is the right answer. Question number 19. Dash is a point of reference in comparing various data describing individual behavior. Dash is a point of reference in comparing various data describing individual behavior. So option A sample, option B base period, option C estimation, and option D none. So with reference to means it is base period. Base period is a point of reference in comparing various data describing individual behavior. So option B is the right answer of question number 19. Now question number 20. The ratio of price of single commodity in a given period to its price in the preceding year price is called the A base period, B price ratio, C relative price, and D none. The ratio of price of single commodity in a given period to its price in the preceding year price is called the relative price. Option C relative price. Question number 21. Sum of all commodity prices in the current year into 100 upon sum of all commodity prices in the base year is option A relative price index, option B simple aggregative price index, option C both, and option D none. So sum of all commodity prices in the current year into 100 divided by sum of all commodity prices in the base year is simple aggregative price index, option B simple aggregative price index. So option B is the right answer. Now move to the next question, question number 22. Chain index is equal to chain index is equal to option A link relative of current year into chain index of the current year divide by 100. B link relative of previous year into chain index of the current year by 100. Option C link relative of current year into chain index of the previous year divide by 100. Link relative of previous year into chain index of the previous year divide by 100. So the answer is chain index is equal to link relative of current year into chain index of the previous year divided by 100. So option C is the right answer of question number 22. Question number 23. P01 is the index for time. P01. So this is very easy question. Okay, so you can tell me what is the answer for this? All the questions are based on the theory. Okay. So here question is P01 is the index for time. So option A is 1 on 0, option B is 0 on 1, option C is 1 on 1, option D is 0 on 0. Okay. So P01. So here the right answer is option A 1 on 0. 1 on 0. So option A is the right answer. Now question number 24. P10 is the index for time. P10. P01 is for 1 on 0. Then P10 is 0 on 1. Very simple. Okay. P10 is the index for time. Option A 1 on 0. Option B 0 on 1. Option C 1 on 1. Option D 0 on 0. Here the right answer is option B 0 on 1. Question number 25. When the product of price index and the quantity index is equal to the corresponding value index, then the test that hold is A. Unit test, B. Time reversal test, C. Factor reversal test, and D. None holds. So here, when the product of price index and the quantity index is equal to the corresponding value index, then the test that hold is factor reversal test. Question number 25, option C is the right answer. Question number 26. The formula should be independent of the unit in which or for which price and quantities are quoted in option A unit test, option B time reversal test, option C factor reversal test, option D none. The formula should be independent of the unit in which or for which price and quantities are quoted in option A unit test. So answer is option A unit test. Question number 27. Lespier's method and Paski's method do not satisfy option A unit test, option B time reversal test, option C factor reversal test, option D B and C. So Lespier's method and Paski's method do not satisfy the time reversal test and factor reversal test. So here the right answer is option D, B and C both. So option D is the right answer. Now move to the question number 28. The purpose determines the type of index number to use. The purpose determines the type of index number to use. Option A yes, option B no, option C maybe, and option D may not be. The purpose determines the type of index number to use. So option A yes. So purpose determines the type of index number to use. Option A is the right answer of question number 28. Question number 29. The index number is a special type of average. So that is true or false? Index number is a special type of average. So option A is false, option B is true, option C both, and option D none. So that's true. So option B is the right answer. Index number is a special type of average. Question number 30. The choice of suitable base period is at best temporary solution. The choice of suitable base period is at best temporary solution. Option A true, option B false, option C both, and option D none. So answer of question number 30 is it is true. The choice of suitable base period is at best temporary solution is true. Question number 31. Fisher's ideal formula for calculating index numbers satisfy the dash test. Option A unit test, option B factor reversal test, option C both, and option D none. So Fisher's ideal formula for calculating the index number satisfy the unit test and factor reversal test both. So option C is the right answer. Question number 32. Fisher's ideal formula does not satisfy dash test. Option A unit test, option B circular test, option C time reversal test, option D none. So Fisher's ideal formula does not satisfy the circular test. So option B is the right answer. Question number 33. Dash satisfy circular test. Option A GM of price relative or the weighted aggregate with fixed weight. Option B AM of price relative or the weighted aggregate with fixed weights. Option C HM of price relative or the weighted aggregate with fixed weights. Option D none. So option A is the right answer. GM of price relatives or the weighted aggregate with fixed weights satisfy the circular test. Okay. So option A is the right answer. Question number 34. Lespier's and Pasky's method dash time reversal test. Option A satisfy. Option B do not satisfy. Option C are, and option D are not. Lespier's and Pasky's method do not satisfy the time reversal test. So option B is the right answer. Question number 35. There is no such thing as unweighted index numbers. There is no such things as unweighted index numbers. Option A false, option B true, option C both, and option D none. So there is no such things as unweighted index numbers, that is false. Okay. So 35 option A is the right answer. Okay. Question number 36. Theoretically, GM is the best average in the construction of index numbers, but in practice, mostly the AM is used. So that statement is true or false. Option A false, option B true, option C both, option D none. So here that is true. AM is mostly used. Theoretically, GM is the best average in the construction of index number, but in practice, mostly the AM is used. Okay. Question number 37. Next question is 37. Lespier's or Pasky's or the Fisher's ideal index do not satisfy. Option A time reversal test, option B unit test, option C circular test, option D none. So answer of question number 37 is Lespians and Pasquis or Fisher's ideal index do not satisfy the circular test. Okay, so here option C is the right answer. Question number 38. Dash is concerned with the measurement of price changes over a period of years when it is desirable to shift the base. Unit test, option B circular test, time reversal test, and D none. So here circular test is concerned with the measurement of price changes over a period of years when it is desirable to shift the base. So option B is the right answer. For question number 36, B is the right answer. Okay. Question number 39. The test of shifting the base is called A. Unit test, B. Time reversal test. Definitely circular test. It is circular test. So option C is the right answer of question number 39. Next is question number 40. The formula for conversion to current value. The formula for conversion to current value. So option A, deflated value is equal to price index of the current year upon previous value. Option B, deflated value is equal to current value upon price index of the current year. Option C, deflated value is equal to price index of the previous year upon previous value. Option D, deflated value is equal to price index of the previous year divided by previous value. So here deflated value is equal to current value upon price index of the current year. So option B is the right answer for question number 40. Now next question, question number 41. Shifted price index is equal to original price into 100 upon price index of the year on which it has to be shifted. So that is true or false? So here option A true, option B false, option C both, and option D none. So this formula is true. Option A is the right answer. Option A for question number 41. Now move to the question number 42. The number of tests of adequacy is, the number of tests of adequacy is option A 2, option B 5, option C 3, option D 4. So the number of tests of adequacy is 4. How many? 4. Option D is the right answer for question number 42. Question number 43. We use price index numbers. We use price index numbers. Option A to measure and compare prices. B to measure prices. Option C to compare prices. Option D none. So what is your answer? Can you tell me? We use price index numbers to measure and compare prices. Okay. So here option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer of question number 43. Okay. Now last question of this lecture, question number 44. Simple aggregate of quantities is a type of simple aggregate of quantities is a type of option A quantity control, option B quantity indices, option C both, and option D none. Simple aggregate of quantities is a type of B quantity indices, option B quantity indices. So option B is the right answer of this question number 44. Okay. So this lecture is over here. Okay. So see you soon. Bye bye.